Hi, and welcome to Ride the City. I'm going to give you a quick overview of Ride the City and then talk to you a little bit about OpenStreetMap. So to start, Ride the City is a bike routing application that can help you find a safe and easy way to get from one place to another. You can drag and drop the start and end icons to the map, or you can write in an address or a destination. Here I'll write University of Oregon, Eugene. Now there are different ways to search. You can search by safer route, safe, or direct. Safer tries to put you on more bike lanes and bike paths, and the direct route will try to get you a straight shot, but clearly without putting you on highways and busy arterials. So here's a route. You can see that along the way there are these blue icons. These are bike shops. You can click them and get some information about where they're located, their hours of operation, and if they have a website, we put that information there too. You'll also notice on the map that there are these different lines in the background. Those are the different types of bike facilities that we have in our data. If you hit the legend here, you can see that the dotted line, like you see here, these are bike routes or recommended routes. They don't necessarily have signs or markings. The blue lines are bike lanes, so painted stripes in the street, and the green lines are the protected paths. So those are separated from traffic, and here in Eugene, this is the paths that are along the river. So on the left side, you can see the turn-by-turn directions showing the total distance, estimated time for the ride. If we have elevation data, that'll be there. We're kind of working to get that on all cities and not there yet. And also on the turn-by-turn directions, you have little icons here that show you if that segment is a path or if it's a shared lane or a bike lane. So that's kind of a quick overview. You can use some of these buttons here to print the route, email it to yourself. You click that, and you get a little link that you can send around. You can hit rate the route, and here you get this pop-up. You can say, it was excellent. If you want to let us know for some reason, if it's really bad, you can type in here, missing a connection that's necessary, or this was the busiest street ever, get me off it. And this is helpful because it'll send the route directly to us and we can investigate. So let's say that the map doesn't show some bike lanes that you really want to have on the map. Well, we make it really easy. You can right-click on the map and go straight into the base data of Ride the City. Ride the City is made of data from OpenStreetMap. I'll go there real quick, openstreetmap.org. This is the volunteer effort to map the world. OpenStreetMap is an effort that's happening everywhere. It's kind of like the Wikipedia of maps, and it's good because it has fewer copyright restrictions that other mapping, other maps like Google and MapQuest have. So anyway, we use their data, and so let's say we're in Eugene here, and we know that let's say that Van Buren Street here has a bike lane. Well, you can just right-click on the map and hit Edit Map in OSM. And Ride the City will redirect you to OSM's, that's OpenStreetMap's default editor, which is Potlatch, and it'll take you right to that location. Here we are. And I click on that, and here you go, Van Buren Street. So how do we show that that's also a bike lane? Well, it's pretty easy. You can just click cycle here, and under bike lanes, right now it's unset. You click this little drop down arrow and you can select on-road bike lane. You just select that and hit save. The tricky thing is that currently a large part of Van Buren is highlighted, so you want to make sure to just select it to be a bike lane for the segment excuse me, that it's a bike lane, right? So let's say you know that it's a bike lane from here to this street here. What is this? West Broadway. Well, so you click Van Buren and you touch the node at the street where you know that the bike lane ends. And you use these little scissors here to split the way. There you go. So it highlights that way, and now you can see that they're actually two separate ways, two separate roads. They're not really two separate, but you can give this part more information than this part. So now I'll click cycle and touch on-road bike lane. So this is the simple view in Potlatch. If I click the advanced view, you can see the tag that's really given. The new bit of information is that this street has a cycleway, and that cycleway's value is called lane. Why do I bring this up? Well, just to kind of know that there are different editors, and the important thing is to get the tags right. So when you're using Potlatch, it's really easy by using this drop down here. And in OpenStreet, in Ride the City, we have an FAQ, how can I suggest a better route, that shows exactly which tags are used to represent the different bike facilities in Ride the City. So back to the bike lane, here we are in Potlatch 2 in the simple editor. You can just select the bike lanes should be on-road bike lanes. But if you're working in advanced, you type in cycleway, and that the type would be lane, and that eventually that would be saved, and it would show up as a blue line on Ride the City. This may seem a little bit complicated, but it's really not. Really, all you do is select the street as a bike lane. There are other options here. You can select parallel track. What's that? Well, here it shows, you can see the little pop-up. It says separated by curb or parked cars. It's basically, I think I got some photos here. Here it is. It's basically like a separated bike path, but it's actually on the street. Sometimes they have a curb or parked cars. We don't see too many of those in the US, but they're starting to take off a bit. A bike lane, as you all know, is just a painted lane in the street. So those are two things that you can select. A contraflow lane is just a bike lane that goes against the direction of traffic, and you can sort of read through these. So that's kind of the quick overview of OpenStreetMap. And when, if I made this change to a bike lane, I would just click Save right here, and it would ask me to enter a little comment, and I could just add that added bike lane. This is just easy for tracking purposes, and I would hit Save. In this case, I won't hit Save because I don't know if a bike lane is here, so I can just hit Undo. And by the way, Undo is really handy because let's say I pick this up and drag it and mess these streets up. Well, it's really easy to fix. You just press Undo, and that's it. So any changes you make in OpenStreetMap would come back after they're saved and eventually show up in Ride the City, and routing would be improved for anybody. So check it out and give it a shot. Thanks.